Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick update video here. We now have official confirmation on when the next reveals and stuff is going to be releasing. It looks like it's going to be releasing on Tuesday, so this actually does line up. I literally released a video yesterday talking about when I thought the two possible times were for the next character to be releasing as part of Legends Festival, and my two options were this coming reset on the 28th or potentially the 30th, because the 30th is when the Ultra Gogeta banner goes away. But it definitely looks more likely that the character is going to be coming out on Wednesday. So let's go ahead and read the post here, and then we'll go through a bit of what I think potentially could be coming. But again, I did literally do a video about this just yesterday, so if you guys really want to see my in-depth takes on what I think could be coming, check that video out. But let's go take a look at what the post is saying here. Reveals and Stuff Legends Festival Edition Part 2 is coming. Reveals and Stuff Legends Festival Edition Part 2 is coming December 27th at 14 UTC. So for me, I think it actually displays the time. Yeah, so this is my time zone. This is 11 p.m. on the 27th, which is Tuesday, which means that for for the East Coast, I believe that's 9 a.m. Eastern time in the US. I believe that's 9 a.m. Definitely double check that for yourself, but I believe that is 9 a.m. East Coast on Tuesday morning for you guys. Tuesday night for me. So it will feature info about the events and new characters coming out in Part 2 of Legends Festival 2022. Get ready for it. Now, a lot of people are looking at this and are saying, oh, there's a plural here. Does that mean we're getting multiple characters? They've done this before. They've done this many times before, where they've had a characters plural in the actual announcement, but then when we got the actual reveal, it ended up being one character. So, you know, it's it's a bit misleading, but I assume what happens when they translate the post is that the Japanese post, Japanese doesn't have plurals in the language. So they might just be looking at the Japanese post and then directly translating it to English, and they're not sure whether it should be plural or not plural. That could definitely be a factor of why they decide to put a plural here, even though it's not only going to be one character. But I would say that temper your expectations. Even though it says characters on this announcement here, it is very possible that this ends up just being one character, which I actually think is probably a bit more likely, considering that this is most likely, in my opinion, going to be an Ultra character, and we've never seen multiple new characters release on an Ultra banner at the same time. So interesting that they call this Part 2 of Legends Festival. So I guess they're grouping the Trunks and Vegeta and the tag Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta together as the Part 1 banners, which is strange because obviously Trunks and Vegeta came out like 3 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever it was after Goku and Vegeta did. So I'm not really sure why they are calling it Part 2. Maybe the initial intention was to put them both together, which would have been much better, but yeah, whatever. All right, so yeah, we talked about this. Presenter, it looks like Toshi is actually not going to be part of the reveal this time. So it's just going to be our boy Kai here. Okay, we'll see how that works out. And that's pretty much all the announcement. Actually, hold on. Let's see. The video URL will be shared in the official. Yeah, a new character will be revealed at the beginning of the episode. Is that wording that they've had on prior announcements? A new character will be revealed at the beginning of the episode. I'm actually not sure if they've ever said that before. Is that... I don't have any other announcements pulled up. You know what? Let me scroll through the news here, and let me just quickly see if I can go back to like the first reveals and stuff for Legends Festival, and I'm gonna see if they say that same thing, because I don't remember ever seeing that in older announcements. Because typically what they do for these reveals and stuff is they talk about a bunch of updates coming in terms of like the campaign and stuff like that in the first portion of the video, and then the final part of the video will be when they announce the new characters, right? They never announce the new characters at the beginning. So let's see if we can go back far enough to... this might be way too far back. Do they not have like an archive of the reveal and stuff? This is the commentary video for the Super Saiyan 4s. Let me go back a little bit more, and then if I can't find it, I'll give up. But we do have the Trunks and Vegeta thing pulled up as well, so we can check that. Oh, here we go. Legends Festival reveal stuff. Let's see. No, it doesn't say it. Okay. Yeah, it just says new characters will be revealed too. At the bottom, it doesn't mention the new characters will be revealed at the beginning of the video. And then this is the Vegeta and Trunks one as well. The video will only contain the reveal of the new characters. Yeah, so it looks like this is actually going to be a new like way of doing this. I don't think they've ever done this before. A new character will be revealed at the beginning of the episode. And you know what's interesting about this as well? This portion does say character, whereas this says characters. So I guess it's possible we see a character announced at the beginning of the video and then a character announced at the end of the video. That actually makes more sense. Now that I know that they're doing this, a new character at the beginning of the video, it becomes a lot more likely that we'll see multiple new characters. I'm not sure if they consider Zenkais as quote-unquote new characters or not, because if that is the case, it's possible that this is referring to a Zenkai, but this leaves me a little bit intrigued here. I mean, we could be seeing multiple characters released, which would, again, if it's an Ultra, it's the first time they've ever released multiple characters alongside an Ultra character. So we'll see what they like to do here. But, all right. So in terms of what I think are the possibilities that could be coming here, I mentioned this in the video I put out yesterday, so I'll just go through this very fast. Many popular events are returning. This is a post in the news tab. You can look at it yourself in-game or on DBZ Space here. We have the Yellow Perfect Form Cell coming back, the free-to-play Cell. You can get him through the event. You can get more Z-Power for him through the full power battle against Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. You can get the Legends Road Super Saiyan teen. Yeah, technically he's a teen, so they call him Teen Gohan here. The free-to-play Trunks. You can get more Z-Power through the full power battle here. And we can get the Great Saiyaman Legends Road free character. So a lot of Hybrid Saiyan here. We have the Hybrid Saiyan Green Ultimate Gohan Zenkai coming back, and then we have the Hybrid Saiyan Purple Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Zenkai coming back. So a lot of this stuff points to hybrid buffs, which I know is not necessarily everyone's favorite team right now, but I do think that like if they were to give us something along the lines of this character right here as an Ultra, definitely would be worthy of that moment, and especially if they give us multiple Ultras, right? I mean, I guess it is possible that we potentially could get multiple Ultras, right? I've seen people throw out the possibility of getting a dual Ultra banner as the part 2 here. That would be very, very hype. That would be very, very hype. But I'm going to temper my expectations and say that at most, this is probably going to be either a new Zenkai and an Ultra, or for the first time, we could see an actual new Ultra and then like a banner unit on their banner alongside them. So like the 17 or the Zamasu that came out alongside the LFs that have released so far as part of the celebration. The other thing to mention is the Zenkai Awakening for the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Goku, the Super Saiyan Blue Goku that transforms into Blue Kaioken Goku. Obviously, this is the Goku that fought against Hit as part of the Universe 6 tournament in Dragon Ball Super, which is, again, I've mentioned this a million times in recent videos, but probably my favorite fight in all of Dragon Ball Super. So really do like this Goku. Are we about to get an Ultra Hit? You know what? Now that the possibility is out there that we could potentially be getting multiple new characters as part of this, like what if it's like Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the Cell fight and then like either a 1% sparking hit, or what if it's a dual Ultra banner, one of the banners featuring Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and then one of the banners featuring Ultra Hit or something like that. I definitely don't think Ultra Hit would be able to carry this Legends Festival Part 2, I guess what they're calling it, instead of Part 3. But him next to Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, that would be a pretty interesting setup there. We'll see. I don't know. But these are the two like big indicators of what could be coming of all the hybrid stuff here, here, and here. Then we have this Goku here. And the last thing I want to point out quickly is also the fact that a lot of the times they tend to end these celebrations with a bang. Legends Festival last year, we saw the first ever summonable Ultra character with Super Gogeta. Ultra Super Gogeta, still a really good character right now. We saw the anniversary end with Ultra Super Vegito. So naturally, I think a very what's the best way to put this? A very fitting character to end this celebration with would be an Ultra Fusion character, such as Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Vegito or Ultra Blue Gogeta. My pick would be Gogeta just because we already had a future-themed Part 2, so I don't know if they are going to be duplicating themes here or not, but it's possible. They could do Vegito or Gogeta. We just had a Vegito-themed anniversary, so I don't know if they want to like double down on the Vegito stuff, but Ultra Blue Gogeta would be what I, as a content creator, would be most happy to see, but we shall see what they end up doing here. And then I just have, for reference, pulled up the Twitter posts as well, so Yeah, this is the same exact time we saw in the other post here. It's got info on events for the second half of the Legends Festival, as well as some new characters. Don't miss it. They also mentioned characters in plural here as well. So now it's a little bit more, convincing that it's not just here. It says plural characters, but it also says plural characters in the initial post over here as well. Plus this is honestly, I didn't even notice this before I started recording this, so I'm glad I caught this. This is probably the most interesting thing that they've mentioned so far in these posts here. So we'll see how they handle this. Here's the Japanese post as well. I just pulled it up for reference. The graphic is a bit different. I don't know if that actually matters or not. Yeah, I'll just quickly translate this. So this is going to be this is my time zone. There's going to be a stream on the 27th, which is Tuesday at 11 p.m. or 23 o'clock, which is 11 p.m. Yeah, there's going to be a live stream, talk about events and new character. Again, in Japanese, there's no plural, so this just says character. It doesn't say characters, just the way that the language works. So that's it. There's really nothing else in here. The other thing to mention is these are part of the stamp rally mission. So if you guys are interested in getting just free stuff, make sure you retweet this post. That's why there's so many retweets on here. Right, so... let me know down below what you guys think of this upcoming reveal and stuff. I believe this banner, again, should be coming out on Wednesday during reset. I guess there's a chance the banner doesn't come out until Friday the 30th, but I would really, really be surprised if they pushed it back that far. Typically, when we have these reveals, the character does come out the next day or later in the same day, depending on what time zone you're in. So I expect this character to come out, or characters, right? Characters, plural, to come out Wednesday, which is kind of interesting because that is also the same day that the Dokkan stuff is supposed to drop. So you guys want to hear the schedule for this week? We have tomorrow, which is Monday. We have the Dokkan live stream, which should be revealing pretty much all the details for Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo, dual Dokkan Fest LR characters. Probably one of, if not the single biggest release in Dokkan history, right? So that's Monday. Then on Tuesday, we have the reveal and stuff that's going to be revealing the final part of Legends Festival here. And then on Wednesday, we have everything actually releasing. I think the Dual Dokkan Fest LR Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo for Dokkan, and then this character or characters, whoever it is, coming out on Wednesday the same day. I am actually praying on my knees. Please do not make it the same time. Please just spread it out by a few hours and I can deal with it. This I'm telling you guys right now, as a content creator, this coming Wednesday is going to be the single busiest day probably ever. Probably ever for me. So I'm hoping that these releases are spread out by a few hours, because otherwise it's going to be very, very tough to get it all out in a timely manner. But let me know down below what you guys think of the reveal and stuff coming out on Tuesday. What do you think is going to be coming? You guys excited? Let me know down below. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.